I feel like it's one of those things that I could just do and lose track of time and space.
You said you make card games, right?
Yeah, I make card games. They're Spanish-English card games, so language learning card games. I kind of make them playful and colorful for people of all ages to learn. I can pull some out. I've got some packaged up over here.
Yeah, I'd love to see some.
I'll just lay out a few. So you pick up one and try to find a match. If they're not a match, you could turn them face down again. So the match is going to be...
Oh, one's in English, one's in Spanish.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so translation that way.
That's awesome.
As you're playing, you can kind of read them out loud and learn a few different words. So something kind of goofy and silly to...
Yeah, I was going to say, like, where do you get your inspiration from? Like, how do you come up with these designs?
A lot of times it's just looking at shapes.
Yeah.
So like this carrot, for example, is like kind of like long and skinny, and like I'm thinking about the shape and how that might kind of take action. So maybe something like long and skinny, like a carrot looks like someone walking on stilts, even like that shape there.
And do you have like a website where you sell all these games?
Yeah, so LUMUKU.co is the website.
Cool. So like how old were you when you started like drawing and stuff? Or like getting into art?
I guess as long as I can remember.
Really?
I feel like it's one of those things that I could just do and lose track of time and space. So I've always kind of been artistically inclined, and this style I've kind of been doing for about like maybe 5-6 years now.
You think you found your style?
Yeah, this is totally kind of consuming my creative practice right now. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like just kind of thinking along these lines and like thinking in shapes and kind of thinking about actions that are maybe like nostalgic or whimsical, or, you know, kind of things that are lighthearted and fun.
I wanted to ask you the name, like LUMUKU, where does that come from?
Yeah, so that was actually, it's an acronym. So it stands for Love You, Miss You, Kiss You. And
Love You, Miss You, Kiss You, okay.
I started out with these, the language learning games, and they were inspired by an experience I had overseas in Turkey. Okay. So I worked for 5 summers over there at an English program, and my boss would always write at the end of her emails like, love you, miss you, kiss you, to like the staff. And I was like, I'll name the business LUMUKU, and as an homage to her. Is there anything you could show us that we could make like right now? Yeah, sure. We could grab some paper, maybe we could print that cucumber riding a bike. So what we have is like a mesh that's attached to this like metal frame. Okay. And I prepared, like you call it burning the screen, you're creating a stencil within that mesh. So this like pink, pinkish kind of color is gonna block out the ink. Okay. And then you're gonna use like what we call a squeegee, one of these kind of tools over here, to kind of pull the ink through. Okay. Just like a stencil. So it's gonna come out, the ink's gonna come through where it's yellow, and it's gonna get blocked out where it's pink. Okay. There's a pedal down by your feet. If you could press that pedal. So that's like a vacuum. It's gonna hold down. I was wondering why the holes were. Yeah. Kind of like an air hockey table. Yeah. Except the opposite way. We're gonna take the ink and just gonna lay it across the top. Okay. We're gonna like take that ink and just pull it lightly into the stencil, and then we're gonna put it down and then pull the ink through. So if you wanna hit the pedal, I'm gonna just pull it in. If you want, maybe we could like go really efficient. You could like turn the pedal on and off, and then feed you the paper. When I go there, you could feed it right in. Let's do it, yeah. Okay, cool. What we should think about too is that if these kind of blend, which they will, the orange and the green are probably going to be more of a brown at the middle.
Yeah.
And then these could make it into like a nice blend, like a yellow and a green.
Right, yeah.
Because they're right next to each other on the color spectrum.
So a lot of color theory goes into this.
Yeah, you know, people, I kind of like follow my gut a lot of times, but then I think if I have to explain it, then, you know, it starts, maybe there is a little bit more reason to it than I realized. So you can grab this, just make sure the yellow goes with the yellow and the green goes with the green. We won't lift it too much because like that ink is gonna slide. Okay, I'll get the vacuum.
How much pressure?
Good amount of pressure, and then you want to keep it at like more of a 60-degree angle or something like that. Okay. You want to get the blade of that squeegee and give it a lot of pressure. Okay. You can kind of push it now like a shopping cart, like get an angle on it, and then push it lightly across. Yeah. I'll grab this print. It's getting pretty cool. It's like
nice little gradient.
Yeah, the book is kind of like a marbled, you know, like marbled paper or something.
And the last one is going to be like a darker color to outline it all, like black.
Yep.
Cool.
So now printing on top of this film, I can know where that's going to be.
So line it up first.
Yep.
Okay, I like that.
All right, go for the air.
Yeah. And down. Yep. One pull?
Yeah. Give it some good power. Not too much, but. Yep, you can float it. Cool.
Nice. Looks good. Cool.
Yeah, nice. I'm Rye from LUMUKU, and you're watching Passion Street Media.